evening and welcome to our Ansderson Middle School Orchestra Spring Concert. We're so glad that you're here, and yes, there is some air conditioning here. I was going to try to have a great joke about two cellos in the desert because clearly we need help tuning, but sorry, I don't have any jokes tonight for you. We have three fantastic pieces for you. The sixth graders have worked really hard. They're sounding spectacular. The first piece, Sahara Crossing, we didn't know at the time when our programs went to print who was going to play the tambourine. We had a big competition and a big audition process, and it was quite the thing in class. Layla Robinson from our 5th hour class is one of the tambouriners, as well as Michael Onoha from 6th hour. So they will play tambourine on Sahara Crossing, and then we're going to go to Burst, really high energy fast piece, and then we'll end with Stone Mountain Stomp. Here's the 6th grade orchestra. We have at Ansderson Middle School something that we have on Friday. It's actually happening 2 days from now, and it's the recognition breakfast. And while that is fantastic for our students to be honored and receive awards for what they do, it's kind of a good venue here for us to do. I don't have many awards to give out this evening for our 6th and 7th graders, but we do want to make sure that we're noting that one student that kind of stands apart, the student that shows leadership, the student that maybe is taking lessons and doing things outside of orchestra class to make their playing even better, and then they bring that back to the classroom. So for our Certificate of Excellence for Outstanding Performance in Music, it goes to 6th grade cellist Elizabeth Roberts. Now, I would be remiss. We have some really great students in our orchestra program, and they're going to say, well, you just say that all the time because you have to like us. And I tell them that I do have to like them because that's what they pay us to do. No, they're actually really fantastic students, and we have readers, and we have comedians, and we have the intellects, we have the athletes, we have everything. And we do have two, what we would say, the most valuable player in orchestra, because when they are not there, all the students look around. What happened? Because we only have in each hour, 5th hour and 6th hour, one bass player. So for our most valuable player in orchestra, awarded to, in 5th hour, Miss Mia Hubble on bass and Miss Allie Catchings on bass. So we have our 7th grade orchestra on stage, and this year they attended MSVOA Orchestra Festival in Clarkston. I had to think for a minute where it was. And when they go there, we have to perform at least one piece off of a required list, and we have to play 3 pieces on stage, and they're adjudicated under kind of a microscope, and they listen for tone and intonation and technique. And then we have to go into a room that they call sight reading, and we have to play a piece that we've never played before. And we have 5 minutes. We can study it, we can clap it, we can pluck it. No, we can't pluck it. Can't pluck it. No pizzicatos. I can sing, which is quite lovely, let me tell you. But I can't demonstrate on an instrument, so they have to kind of try to hear it in their head, and then they have to play, and play it musically. They did such a fantastic job this year. Straight ones at MSVOA Orchestra Festival. So for our spring concert, we wanted to change it up. Toccatina is kind of set in a more classical tone or nature. Lots of 8th notes and moving parts, and it gets into a slow lyrical part. Conquistador, nice Spanish flair. And then we're going to end with Dynamite, and I'll introduce our percussionist when we get to the 3rd number. I hope she's here, because I don't see her yet. So while I talked about MS Orchestra Festival, and it is a little bit stressful, but they handled it very, very well. They did great under pressure. When we were in the sight reading room, the adjudicator even pointed out one of our students and said, yes, you have to keep leading, keep being that strong player. And we have many strong players in this group, and we have many people that practice and students that work hard and take lessons. This student takes lessons, plays in a youth symphony orchestra, was even singled out at MSVOA Orchestra Festival in the sight reading room of all places, and that was a positive thing, by the way. So I have for our 7th grader Certificate of Excellence for Outstanding Performance in Music awarded to Lena Ramey, violist. And we have our drum set player, so we're so excited. We have Miss Kimberly Unroe. On the drum set, and she will accompany us on Dynamite.
Good evening. And we have a packed house, and we're all lit up for you guys tonight. Welcome to the 8th grade portion of our concert. We're so excited, but it's bittersweet. You know, it's our final concert at AMS before we go on to high school. So we have a lot prepared for you, a lot of surprises, a student conductor. What I want you to do now is just sit back, relax, and enjoy the show as we start off with Seven Nation Army. Let's rock out, guys. And we have Miss Aurora Sasanis on our bass guitar. Give her another round of applause. And we tried something a little different this concert. I want to welcome our student conductor, Abigail Bayer. She came to me one day and said, Ms. Hills, I'd like to try to conduct a song in class. I said, but what about a concert? So here we are. She's facing her fears, stepping up to the challenge with Dragon Dances. Okay, and for the, well, can we give them one more round of applause? That was simply amazing, guys. Great job. Before I skip past that. For the moment we've all been waiting for, we're going to pass out some 8th grade awards. So students, put your instruments down really quickly. And can we get our violinist to stand up? And our viola players right next to them. Violinists, come on. Cellist. And bass player, come on up. Should have enough room. If not, let's do a second row. All right, guys, we're going to start off with our medals, and we'll start off with our violin players. Victoria, Abigail, Esther, Emily, and Madeline. Can we give them a round of applause? That's our first violinist. And for our second violinist, Jade, Isabella, and Raquel, come on down. And this notorious viola section, I always tell them how solid they are. It feels like they just practice together all the time outside of school. Let's give Liza, Micah, Caitlin, Annalise, and Brooklyn a round of applause. And the cellos, they know they're near and dear to my heart. I started playing cello when I was in 5th grade, like most of you guys, right? Wave at me if that was you. So let's give our round of applause to our cellists. Lily, Abigail, Sophia, Mark, Nolan, Caitlin, Aurora, and Olivia. Lauren as well. Come on down. Let's get past it. And our last student has held the bass section down by herself the whole entire year. Can we give a big round of applause for Lena Stevens? Okay, now we have, there you go, Lena. Now we have a few select awards that we're going to give out. When you hear your name being called, just come on up. It was hard to choose these. I have 26 students, they're all fabulous. So we're looking at our outstanding orchestra musicians. Abigail Bayer, come on down. And this is a surprise to them. They don't know they're getting these until now. Esther Bennett, come on down. Micah Bradley, come on down. Lillian Barber, come on down. Caitlin Otwell, come on down. Our second award that we're giving out is our Director's Award. First, we have up Isabella Rendelman, come on down. Lauren Getke, come on down. Aurora Susanis, come on down. Caitlin Kizzy, come on down. She's made a lot of strides this year. We're really proud of her. Lena Stevens, come on down. Is there one more in the box, Mrs. Watts? We're forgetting just one person who's helped us so much. Mrs. Kilbright, come on down. This is a sweet group, I tell you. They asked me in September, Ms. Phillips, the 8th graders usually give something to our teacher. Can we still celebrate Ms. Kilbright? But of course, she's been a big help to us, and we have something for you. We tried to hide it from her all day long. It's been hard. Guys, let's give Ms. Kilbright a round of applause. going to have a brief intermission as we set up for our grand finale. Stay tuned.
Hello. Oh, there we go. There's always a first for everything. Hold on, don't kill the house lights yet. We have never done a grand finale. So here's to Bruno Mars' Uptown Funk. But before we get to that, and we had like all of 8 minutes that we did this on stage, we have to do a couple of thank yous. Our community, thank you so much. It's amazing. Ms. Phillips didn't have the privilege of being in our room when it was the old shop room. It makes a huge difference for the acoustics, the beautiful floor, the practice rooms, the storage space. It is unbelievable and fantastic. And it starts with our community and our administration, so thank you so much. Berkeley is a really special place, and if I say diamond in a rough, I do not want you to be offended by that whatsoever. There are some people, believe it or not, I'm shocked, that may not know much about Berkeley. I heard that there was some music teacher up in Rochester, and they went, Berkeley, where's Berkeley? Berkeley, California? No, Berkeley is a really special place, and I'll tell you why. Because we have a fantastic support system. It's collaborative with administrators, our community, our parents. We have an awesome Berkeley Orchestra Association. That group is fantastic. They help us with scholarships and the fundraising, the trips. All of these are brand new. Whoa. The cellos that we're getting, I had to mess up there. The cellos that we're getting are so much needed at the high school. When I came to Anderson Middle School a bunch of years ago, there were 8 cellos. Now I think we have 20 or 22, and we had maybe 2 basses, and we have 6. So we were able to purchase things, and yeah, kind of on a shoestring budget, and we have to, be careful of that. But it's because we've had parents and communities that come together so that we're able to raise those funds. So Berkeley Orchestra Association, all the parents that are there, Elena Gross, Jessica Toole, we have Mr. Drobot, we have Wayne Kreiner, there are a bunch of other parents behind the scenes, and the parents that maybe aren't there in BOA, but they're here to help us with the lights and handing out awards and chaperones for a festival and buses and all that. We couldn't do what we do without you, so thank you so much. And for the students, now more than ever, we need to keep the arts alive. They help develop something in you that nothing else does. The math and the science, I'm not here to argue that. There's definitely a place for that and its importance. But what this does for these young people, it's paramount. So thank you for having them here and making the investment that you do in the instrument rental and the lessons and carting them to the concert. And without further ado, here is Uptown Funk.